Trump.
We started the week with a blackout at the Odd, and we're hoping to end it on a light note.
Yeah, that's right. The lights are on, the music is playing, the generator has been tested. The Comets staff doesn't want to have a repeat of the home opener when the circuit breaker tripped, forcing the game to be called in the second period. We have News Channel 2's Spencer Davidson. He is live at the Adirondack Bank Center tonight, where no matter what, Comets fans are electric.
That's right.
Hey guys, yeah, if we could draw energy from the stands that we have in this building for every Comets game, we could have enough power to light up the entire city for the whole season. Now let's try this again. We're back for the second Comets home game of the regular season as they get set to take on the Cleveland Monsters, with both teams and fans hoping that this will be the first full home game of the year. Now, to recap, on Monday, a tripped circuit breaker caused a power outage, forcing the suspension of Utica's home opener against the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins, with 2:43 left in the second period. That game will now be completed on January 24th. While off the ice, the night didn't go as planned. On it, it was pretty much what the Comets drew up. The team held a 2-1 lead and controlled play for large portions of the contest. So while the Comets will have to try and wait to secure that win, head coach Kevin Dineen said that coming off a season-opening loss to Hershey, Monday's shortened game gave them something to build off of.
I think we had a great response. I thought our first period was our best of the year. You know, it's a really short window of taking a look at things, but I thought we played with pace. We hung onto the puck. We were trying to make plays. I think defensively we were very solid, and it was a well-played game. I had a chat with J.D. Forrest, the coach of the Penguins, after the game, and we both kind of felt the same way. For us, we felt like it was a positive way. You don't end up with any points, but it was a good way to work into a full week here.
After practicing all week, the Comets look to bring some of those positives into tonight's game against the Monsters, their first look at a North Division opponent this season, who are 2-0 to start the year. This is the first of a back-to-back, with Utica traveling to Providence to face the Bruins tomorrow night. Now, the Comets look to get into the win column with puck drop at 7 o'clock. Coming up at 5:30, we'll take you around the area with what you can expect to see tonight at 11 on Sports Express. It is hockey night in Utica, and we are just getting started. Guys, back up Smith Hill to you.
Loving the snowbanks. Not ready for that, though. All right, Spencer, thank you. Crane crossing in downtown Utica this afternoon. A little bit of a...
Opener was suspended due to a power outage, but the team is back inside the Odd tonight.
The power is back on, and so is News Channel 2 sports director Spencer Davidson. He's in the Odd to look ahead to the game, and we have a full slate of games on Sports Express. Spencer, what is going on?
Well, hello again, guys. Much like the fans will start to do here in the next couple of minutes, I've made my way inside the Odd for the first ever hockey night in Utica on News Channel 2, and there will be plenty more of those throughout the year. The Comets come in looking for their first win of the season, and what they hope is their first full home game here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Utica will host the Cleveland Monsters in their first look at a North Division opponent this season. Puck drop is set for 7 o'clock. Now, these two teams met quite a few times last season. The Comets held the advantage with 5 wins in the season series. At home in the last 5 years, the Comets are 4-2-0-1 against the Monsters. Cleveland finished 7th in the North Division last season, while the Comets took home the North Division banner, finishing number 1. We'll have the highlights for you from this one tonight at 11. Also, tonight on Sports Express, it's the final week of the regular season in high school football. Kicking things off at 6 o'clock in New Hartford, the Spartans are 4-3 and looking to climb the ranks in Class A, with 3-4 Auburn coming to Don Edick Field. In 8-man football, Frankfort Schuyler is 5-1, tied atop the league with the final test of their regular season tonight, and the league crown potentially up for grabs against Thousand Islands. The kickoff for that one is set for 7 p.m. Also kicking off at 7, West Canada Valley will try to stay on course with Frankfort as they look to finish the regular season 7-1. And for that, they take on an over Sequoia Valley team on the road in a local versus local battle. In Herkimer, it's another all-local, this one in Class D, as Little Falls travels to Magician's Country. The Mounties are coming off consecutive wins, starting to heat up a little bit en route to finish the regular season on a strong note tonight. Now on the pitch, sectional soccer continues tonight. The Proctor Raiders boys put their season on the line in the Class AA quarterfinals as they take on Nottingham. The Raiders are on an 8-game winning streak, having only lost twice this entire season. This one is actually happening right now at D'Alessandro Stadium. Talha Rao is there to grab that one. So, of course, a busy slate tonight as we have hockey here. We have high school football and sectional boys soccer, plus our athlete of the week. It is hockey night in Utica here at the Aud, and you will see it every Friday night for the entire season. Coming up at 6, we'll hear one more time from the Comets before they drop the puck with the Monsters here on a Friday night. So here from the Adirondack Bank Center, Spencer Davidson, News Channel 2 Sports. We'll send it back up to you.
All right, Spencer, thank you. Lights are on.
That's for now. Here's what the team's working on.
Good evening. The lights are back on, the fans back in the seats, and the Utica Comets are getting set to get back on the ice here at the Adirondack Bank Center. We're just a few minutes away from warm-ups as the Comets get set to host the Cleveland Monsters on the first official hockey night in Utica here on News Channel 2. That will be our Friday night home game coverage all season long. Now, in case you missed it on Monday, a tripped circuit breaker caused a power outage, forcing the suspension of Utica's home opener against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins with 2:43 left in the second period. The game will now be completed on January 24th. Utica held a 2-1 lead at the time of the blackout, so we'll try this again. The Comets look to get into the win column as they host their first North Division opponent of the season. It also begins the first back-to-back of the year for Utica, as the team will hop on a bus right after the game, bound for Providence, where they will face the Bruins tomorrow night. Over the past couple of years, games have been scarce in the first few weeks, but this year, weekends will be busy right out of the gates. The team, though, says they're ready.
I think always, historically in the American League, we're a little light early in the season, and things get much busier as you move into the holidays, into January, February. The other sports start dropping off. There's not bad TV with basketball starting, the NHL's going, baseball, football. There's a lot of action right now. So there's a great support in our building, and for our players, they spend a lot of the time during the summer prepping for the year. And here it is. Let's go. Let's get excited, and I think that's the overall feeling.
So the Comets get after it, looking for win number 1 in game number 1 of a back-to-back. We drop the puck at 7, and we'll have highlights tonight on Sports Express. Also coming up tonight on Sports Express, Proctor Boys Soccer hosts Nottingham in the Section 3 Class AA quarterfinals. Plus, it's the final week of the regular season in high school football. We have plenty of games, including a local 8-man battle between West Canada Valley and Sequoia Valley. And this week's Athlete of the Week, Anna Rahill of New Hartford Girls Soccer. Hockey, football, and soccer action all coming your way. All we need is basketball now in order to have the Sports Royal Flush. Still have to wait a little bit for that in the area, but we only have to wait another half hour for puck drop here with the Comets hosting the Monsters on the first hockey night in Utica. Highlights and more tonight on Sports Express. I'll see you then. Oh, yeah, look at that.
I like that.
Moving on to the ice, it is hockey night in Utica, the first officially of its kind. We'll be doing this for every Friday night Comets home game this season.
That's right, Spence. Utica comes in looking for its first win after their home opener on Monday was suspended due to a blackout. Tonight, the team hosted its first full home game of the year as they took on the Cleveland Monsters.
Let there be light.
There it is.
The electricity back on in the building, but the atmosphere has been electric the entire time. The Comets taking on a North Division opponent for the first time this year, and it's the first game of a back-to-back. And the Comets got their fans on the feet midway through the first period on the power play. Tic-tac-toe goal. That's Brian Pino right onto the tape of Andreas Janssen in front, who taps it in for his first as a Comet. Utica opens the scoring.
And just over 2 minutes later, though, Monsters answer. Kirill Marchenko is sprung on a mini breakaway. He roofs a backhander over the shoulder of Akira Schmid, and we're right back even at 1.
Former Comet Brendan Gaunce gave Cleveland a 2-1 lead. In the second, just 96 seconds in, Graham Clark giving go with Tice Thompson. He undresses the goalie with the deke and puts it in. So cruel. Comets tie it up at 2.
Oh, buddy. With just over 11 minutes remaining in the middle frame, Thompson, making his season debut tonight, has an assist and now adds a goal on top of it, showing the patience, then wristing it upstairs. Comets grab a 3-2 lead. They shut out the door. From there, we made it through a full game, folks, and Utica is in the win column. Final 3-2.
Feels so great to play a full 3 periods at the Odd. You gotta love it. Comets are now in Providence tomorrow to take on the Bruins. In college pigskin, the Utica University Pioneers are having one heck of a season on the gridiron.
Well, they're 6-0 so